have been established. Wherever the IDF units were, the state flag was hoisted and life and community began to develop. But today, the flag is bowing its head in memory of the fallen and reminds us all that the enormous pain that the families feel is that of liberty and independence of the state of Israel.
Well, now we have the honor of being joined by Cheryl Mandel, the mother of fallen IDF soldier Lieutenant Daniel Mandel. Hazikaron livracha. Thank you for being with us. Obviously, an important and special moment to share with our viewers, but for being with us here. We know Daniel was an officer in the Special Forces. He fell leading his team on a counter-terror operation in 2003 in Nablus. Those were very difficult times for the IDF. But aside from that, tell us about your son.
Daniel was a third of 5 children. We lived in Canada until he was 8 years old, and then we made Aliyah and quickly found our way to a wonderful community in Gush Etzion called Alon Shvut, and we've been here now 33 years. And Daniel was, I know, but it's true. He was brilliant. He was beautiful. He was a musical genius, and he was very, very well loved by all his friends. He was a very social young man that everybody wanted him to be beside them on the day of their wedding. And everybody talked about, all his friends talked about with him, they had the deep, intimate conversations. And he was somebody, he chose to be positive. He chose to be happy. He chose to not let himself get down, and I guess that's what he's left us with, that determination to be strong and to be positive and to continue to lead our lives in the best possible way that we can.
And certainly in his role as a Special Forces officer, it speaks to his extraordinary person himself. How do you feel this year, though, specifically in lockdown, unable to visit the cemeteries? What are your thoughts?
Okay, so first of all, I don't feel closer to Daniel when I am beside his grave. But and his Askara, the Yom, the annual day that he was killed, was just 2 weeks ago. But what I do feel is I miss so much the comfort and the love and the support that we receive from his friends, his soldiers, our friends, you know, that are with us on those days on his yurt site and on Yom Hazikaron. We've been this year mamash showered with gifts arriving at our doors and beautiful messages that people have been sending in all forms of social media, you know, memories that his friends have from childhood, from the army, pictures. It's different. What I always say is that what I would always say is you can't choose what happens to you. You can only choose how you deal with it. And as these corona weeks are going by and by and by, and I'm locked in the house, and I sometimes get down, my wonderful husband David looks at me and he says, Cheryl, you can choose. You can choose how you are with this. And so I think of that, and I think of Daniel, and I'm trying, it's not always easy, but I'm trying the best I can to find what I can positive at this time, to find what I can positive in this day, and to hold on, just to hold on. But please let the seniors out of the house soon, okay?
Well, I'll pass the message along to the decision makers, but Cheryl Mandel, thank you obviously for bringing a smile to the story and for sharing your thoughts on this extremely special moment. Now we go to our correspondent, Daniel Tzemach, who's in Kiryat Shaul Military Cemetery here outside Tel Aviv.